behind them, but it's not yet a mountain.
He needs to get the cue ball back to the ball to be safe.
I think he'd be mad not to take the safety, to be honest.
Well, he can get behind the cue ball without a problem there.
I can't see any easy pot there.
I had to spot a pool the other day. I must say it's a fun game, but it's not got quite the grace and sophistication of good old snooker. I mean, they don't even wear bow ties, do they?
The red that's just outside the cluster will surely go.
That safety's from the top draw. Wasn't straightforward, but I still expected him to pot it. He put too much emphasis on the positioning and not enough on the pot.
It'd be a risky one not to take the safety.
Nice and safe.
It's important he find a good safe area for that cue ball.
Safety shot coming up. If you're watching at home and wondering what it takes to be a snooker pro, well, the answer is practice makes perfect, of course. Still, I can highly recommend World Championship Snooker for your game console as well. It's fantastic fun.
There's a few loose reds then.
You're not wrong.
I reckon the bottom cushion might be a nice safe place.
I think you might be right. Expert safety play.
He'll need to get all the way to the back of the book.
Well, he'd be mad not to consider the safety, wouldn't he? His safety play isn't really good enough for this level. Whoops.
It rattled but stayed up.
I can't see anything easy out there.
If he leaves it in the book, he'll be safe enough, I'm sure.
friend of mine asked me the other day where the name for snooker had come from. So if you're wondering the same thing, it actually goes back to the invention of the game by the British Army based in India in the late 1800s, where new cadets were nicknamed snookers. The term was then adopted for somebody who was inexperienced at the game, and eventually, of course, the game itself. Not quite. That's unfortunate. Taking everything in his stride at the moment. He'll try his damnedest to get nicely on the black.
If he can pot this red and get nicely on the black, there's no reason why the following red shouldn't be a cinch.
That little spell reminded me of the grinder. We might see some pots now the deadlock's been broken.
He's decided to take on this blue.
There's a few colours to be considered here. You'd expect him to pot this one.
It's a good pot and things might just start to open up in front of him here.
6.
He's controlled the cue ball nicely there.
Yep, it was a great pot and he got a great position too.
You won't be too disheartened by this position, but once you run out of position it can be a nightmare trying to regain it.
I'm pretty sure he's going to attack the black.
The position isn't ideal, but not too bad.
He's missed it, and he'll just have to hope he gets another chance that good. A bit unlucky there. He worked the cue ball brilliantly, but just missed the pot. I can't see any easy pot there.
This audience will be glad to be inside, I think. The weather's rather grim out there.
I doubt he likes the look of that red on the cushion.
The cue ball's a long way from tight on the cushion, but he's found safety.
That red is definitely potable.
Should be able to put this one away. Just needs to concentrate. Not quite. He has a difficult time with those kind of shots. It doesn't surprise me that he didn't do so well on such a hard one.
It was a very difficult pot, but he was well wide of being on the next.
I'd be tempted by that one near the blue.
So he gets on the scoreboard. He'll breathe a little easier now. He can be on the red quite nicely from here.
Can't see beyond the blue, to be honest.
Dispatches the yellow.
3.
There's a few roads he can go down here.
It's a good pot, and he's well poised for the next.
Four.
There's a chance to follow up from that good pot.
This is about as simple as a shot as you can hope for.
That was a nice blue.
I don't think it'd be asking too much to get on the green from here.
Which of the available reds will leave him in best stead to continue the break?
His potting has definitely started to show signs of improvement. I think he fancies another go at the blue.
You won't be too disheartened by this position, but once you run out of position it can be a nightmare trying to regain it. It's important he gets a good angle on the black.
This red will give him the right angle on the black to lead him to his next red.
The blue looks about his best chance.
This is a brain teaser. There's a few considerations to take into account before selecting a colour.
Ooh, skillful shot there.
22.
I think he'll try and get a decent position on the pink.
The one near the pink's worth a look.
23.
He needs to keep a nice tight rein on that cue ball.
He should proceed with caution. What's this? I wonder if he'll regret taking that one on. Nah, he's missed that nasty one. He got the cue ball in a good place too.
He's got options here. I doubt he likes the look of that red on the cushion. He's got to try and get on the yellow here. A bit unlucky there. He worked the cue ball brilliantly, but just missed the pot. One. He can be on the red quite nicely from here.
It's a good pot, and he's well poised for the next. Nice pot.
4.
Not much emotion appearing on his face, just concentrating on the job in hand. There's a chance to follow up from that good pot.
That red is definitely potable. He's only got his mind on one thing, potting this black.
He'll want the black ball where it belongs, I'm sure.
So he sinks the black without too many problems.
12.
Maybe the replay will give us an insight. I reckon he's got a good chance of being in position for another black.
I wonder if he'll opt for the red near the pink.
$13.
Yeah, another black looks on the cards.
He should be able to get the angle he wants from here.
Using computers, we can predict where the white ball will end up. The player can't see that, of course, though.
He's dispensed with the pink nicely there.
19.
He'll try his damnedest to get nicely on the black.
Yep, he's got where he wanted to go.
Oh, no. For a second there, I thought he was going to take a shot.
It rattled but stayed up. He got the positioning about right, but missed the pot.
Can he get nicely on the green? Tell you what, I'd love to play a match against one of those players. I'm always up for a challenge. Sure he'll be delighted that his potting seems to have returned.
I'm pretty sure he's going to attack the black.
Nicely done. It wasn't easy to get the pot and the position. I'll tell you what, I'll die happy if I can ever witness a 1-5-5 break. I think I might be waiting a while for that one though. The black goes down then. Misjudged the position.
Well, he's left himself some work there.
You very rarely see this player taking any kind of risks. He potted the ball excellently, but he's not got a position to speak of.
Nine.
The red on the cushion might just present some problems before long.
Will he take the pink on?
He's got to look at all the options before deciding which colour to go for. He made light work of that.
15.
I think we want to get nicely on the black after this one.
The position looks good for him here. It's a good pot, and he's well poised for the next.
He's got to travel around the table here.
He'll take the pink again. For those of you at home interested in a little history, snooker is believed to have been first invented by an officer, Sir Neville Chamberlain, in India in the 1870s. In fact, many variations of billiards were said to have been devised to tackle the boredom while there was a monsoon raging outside. And snooker was eventually the one that grew into the game we know today. Superb ball control. Will we be able to get a nice shot on the brown?
Yep, it was a great pot and he got a great position too.
Twenty-three.
I reckon he's weighing up the brown.
I'm not one for disagreements, but, well, I disagree.
Twenty-seven.
Not in an ideal position, but he's still in with a chance.
The red will go, I'm sure of that.
Twenty-eight.
He'll take the black, I'm sure.
If he can't get this, he should give it up.
$35. $37.
Great shot. He was up against it but responded well. That's gone in. What next?
40.
He's controlled the cue ball nicely there.
Excellent. He got the pot and controlled the cue ball well there.
$44.
You'll breathe a little sigh of relief if this blue goes down.
The frame's safe now and he can relax a little. He's taken the pressure off himself now.
He looks a bit conflicted as to whether to go for the safety or the tricky pot here.
Well, he'll be pleased that at the very least he's got a bit of potting practice there.
I wouldn't like to have to call this match.
We're all square again, and there's plenty more to come, you feel.